an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A quick pass out to Juju. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8. Cunningham. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's the second-year back, Pierre Strong. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Cunningham looking to throw. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Again, it's Cook. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Here's Bowden. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Nick Bowden, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And Stevenson's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 128 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
No surprise to see Stevenson making that type of a play. People who know him well, unsurprised to see him over 1,000 yards this past season. He's a bruiser who was also 4th among backs with 69 catches. He can do it all in the New England offense.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers, all of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folk out there now to kick this one off. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Rodgers now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. And the Patriots are going to take over once again. At their own 37-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They run once more with Stevenson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now Cunningham. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Stevenson gets it again on second down.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Jets have recovered.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
In motion right, that's Hardman.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You get out the football back for your offense.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Eluding the pressure right. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Here now, 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marquise Brown, 55 yards. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So we'll see the onside kick here right out of the 2-minute warning. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
A beautiful spin and room to run.
Down the right sideline.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson.
45 yards.
And the Patriots get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Here's 1st and 10.
Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Hardman on the return.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 23. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.